Okay, hopefully you have worked 3 and 4, and I'm going to work them, and we're going to see how you did. Now, you had to choose your own points here, so hopefully you remembered what I told you about choosing your own points. Now, you'll notice that this one is, number 3, is f of x equals x if x is greater than or equal to 0, and it equals negative x if x is less than 0. So this 0 is my line that I'm going around this time. So if you mark that, okay, that means we're going to have something happen on the right and something happen on the left, okay? So I'm going to choose 0, and then I'm going to choose numbers greater than 0. So I'm going to choose 1 and 2. Okay, now over here, I'm still going to choose 0, but now I'm going to choose numbers less than 0. -1, -2. Okay, y equals x is my first one. So if I put 0 in, I get 0. So this one's the point 0, 0. Okay, if I put in 1, I get 1. If I put in 2, I get 2 because it's y equals x. So this is 1, 1. This is 2, 2. Okay, y equals negative x. Well, if I put in 0 there, I'm still going to get 0. If I put in -1, that means negative 1. So that's going to create a positive 1. So that's going to be -1, positive 1 as my point. And then if I put in -2, those two negatives make a positive, so my point's going to be -2, positive 2. Okay, now let's graph the one that's equal to first. So this is our closed circle. 0, 0 is going to have a filled in circle. Okay, then 1, 1, 2, 2, and you can see the pattern. You're going up 1 and over 1, so that pattern's going to continue like that. So you're going to have a graph that looks like this. Okay, now for this side, y equals negative x. The 0, this time it's an open circle, so we're just going to circle that because it's 0, 0. And then it's -1, 1, -2, 2. And you can see, again, we're following that same pattern, over 1, up 1. Okay, so this side of our graph looks like that. Okay, number 4. F of x equals -3x plus 1 when x is greater than or equal to 1. And it equals 2x plus 1 when x is less than 1. So this time, I'm revolving around where x is 1. So let's go mark that. Here's where x is 1. Okay? So I'm going to have something to the right and something to the left. All right, let's consider here. Now, 1, we always put whatever number it is, 1, and then numbers greater than. So we're going to do 2 and 3. Okay, less than 1, we still do 1, but now we're going to do numbers less than 1, and I'm going to do 0 and -1. Okay, so let's start here. I'm filling into this equation first because that's the greater than or equal to 1 function, okay? So -3 times 1 plus 1. Okay, -3 times 1 is -3, plus 1 is -2. -3 times 2 plus 1. -3 times 2 is -6, plus 1 is -5. And then -3 times 3 plus 1. -3 times 3 is -9, plus 1 is -8. Okay, over here, if I fill in 1, 2 times 1 plus 1. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. I fill in 0. 2 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. 2 times -1 plus 1. 2 times -1 is -2, plus 1 is -1. Okay, now let's graph. So I'm going to do the filled in circle first. This one's greater than or equal to. So 1, -2, 1, -2 is going to be a filled in circle. Then 2, -5. And you can tell 3, -8, that's going to be down here somewhere. So I'm going to have a graph that does this. Okay? Now for this one, we're going to have an open circle. So at 1, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, this is an open circle. 0, 1, -1, -1. Hopefully you can see you're going over 1 and down 2, over 1, down 2, over 1, down 2, over 1, down 2, over 1, down 2. So this one looks like this. All right, guys, as always, if you have questions, let me know.